Hi, I'm Tom Freyberg from Aquatech TV, coming to you from Mexico City. I'm joined by Annette Bos, who is from WWi Amsterdam. Annette, good to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
Thank you. So Annette, what's really been, this is the second year the event's been in Mexico City. What would you say are your key sort of highlights and takeaways from the show?
I think the most important thing is that we get a lot of government support and it's only growing. So we again had someone on a secretary ministry level opening the show, which gives us great traction to the important states and the important government levels. The show grew. We grew in attendance and we had a great conference with all kinds of interacting, networking opportunities.
Now, you're an event company who organises, we have Mexico, we have China where we reported from, and Amsterdam later in the year. But the water market from an event point of view has become almost saturated.
Yeah.
It's not a day goes by where we don't get emails about new events launching or seminars or conferences. So how do you sort of stay ahead of the field and differentiate yourselves from the other companies that are launching events? And what are your sort of USPs, I guess, for all of your events?
I think Aquatech is the only show in the world that covers everything from the point of use, the portable water, the commercial water, to the very heavy wastewater treatment, and we're also looking into flood control, all these kind of things. So you can do everything. And as you know, a lot of exhibitors do business with other exhibitors. There are partnerships, and we treat the full water cycle. So everything, and I think that makes us unique. And next to that, we have a lot of products and solutions. We have a lot of content on the show floor where we pay a lot of attention to all the different trends we have, the different challenges, and really bring people together and make an experience out of being at our show. And I think that's a difference. We are a niche we specialize in water, so we are a niche, but we will be the best niche there is.
I like that. And I think you mentioned networking there. And here at the event, before it started, there was a site tour to Teotihuacan.
Yeah.
And last night there was a fantastic sort of after closing ceremony with music and live bands and everything. And you think these extra bells and whistles you like, are they sort of essential to help bring a new crowd and sort of add to the event as well?
Yeah. I know from experience that being at events is exhausting, and so it should be fun. It should be an experience. You should be surprised by meeting new people you have never met before and you would have never called or emailed because you wouldn't see the benefit of meeting them. And having these social events, you meet people in another way, you get different conversations, and suddenly you have a working relation. Suddenly you do business with someone and you see a new opportunity for your company, and that's what it's all about.
Well, you have shared experiences, right? So, for example, a lady we were with on the Teotihuacan tour, the next day we had lunch, and last night had some drinks, and we know we're going to do business and kind of have a long-term relationship for the next few years off the back of that. So I think it's giving people a platform to really kind of share stories and become more than just acquaintances, if you like.
Yeah, and it doesn't start with sales pitch.
Exactly,
you just start conversation about how you see things, how you feel things, and then you suddenly discover common grounds and you like someone, and that you favor giving him his business over giving it to someone else who might be slightly cheaper but not as nice or not having the same experience as you.
Absolutely. So we mentioned the events in the Europe market and the Asia market and now the Latin American market, but as an event company, what do you really sort of look for when you're trying to launch a new business? What sort of factors have to be in place for you to decide, okay, this is where we're going to launch a new Aquatech?
I think first is key that our customers, our exhibitors, have an interest in that market. Because we are nothing without them, we need them. And secondly, there should be a water market, a growing water market. There should be some kind of structure, organization, associations or government organism in place so you know who to target. And finally, there should be the opportunity to get the visitors in and a professional exhibition industry. Because if there's no exhibition industry, if there is no common in doing business via shows, it's very difficult to make it successful. Mexicans here, they like exhibitions. They like engaging with people. So exhibitions are very good here. So that's what you need.
Excellent. It sounds like a whole array of factors that need to kind of come together. The market has to be ripe for international cooperation as well as the right partnerships. So we have Amsterdam coming up later in the year, and well, not coming around very quickly actually. Are there any new developments there you can talk about?
Many. I think we have about 10 or 15 new events attached to the show. One is our Aquatech run. We're going to run for charity, but it's also a great moment to meet people in their sports suits and talk about other things than water, but build a relation from there. But we have a desalination pavilion with IDS, we do with Swan, we do a lot of work on smart water networks. And of course we have the Amsterdam International Water Week Conference, which has a lot of interesting speakers, high-level visitors, so it's covering basically everything. So we're really looking forward to it.
It sounds like a lot of new developments to attract an even bigger crowd. And you mentioned the run. I think I better start training for that because it's a 5K, right? It's not anything more than a 5K.
I'm already in training, so I'll beat you.
Okay, the challenge is on, right? Everyone's heard that. So. Well, Annette, always good catching up with you. We've had an amazing time in Mexico and we can't wait to come back next year. So thanks for your time.
Thank you.